3, 2, 1, 0. ZVZ, another mirror matchup, guys. ESTRO versus WeMade Fox. This is going to be the ace matchup here. And we have Action versus RoRo. WeMade Fox, RoRo is going to be spawning in the top right, and in the top left, we're going to have Action. Action, this is actually, I discovered, his first televised Zerg versus Zerg game, and I think his game earlier, the first match in the set, was actually his first televised game, period. So, really interesting that they're putting this much faith, that ESTRO is putting this much faith in this new up-and-comer kid. But we'll have to see. I mean, we've seen the Zeros, we've seen the J-Donks climb the ladder so quickly. And, you know, both these players are kind of, I mean, Action, kind of unknown. You guys know that at this point. But RoRo also is a little bit of an unknown. He's been around for quite a bit longer than Action has, but hasn't really had that great of a showing since then, so I'm not sure also why on the opposite end of things WeMade is throwing up RoRo in this match, possibly because of the map that they're playing on, which is, I believe, yeah, it's Fighting Spirit, so that could also have something to do with it. But I do expect to see an interesting ZVZ, especially because it's the ace matchup, and I'm really looking forward to seeing this Action kid and see what he has to offer.
Hello everybody, this is Image, and I'm going to be joining Frank for this commentary. It's very nice of Frank to be putting some of his faith in this up-and-coming kid as well. I kind of misled Frank a little bit earlier about whether this was Action's first game. It's not his first televised game. However, this set did contain his first televised ZVZ, which was the game against Shine earlier in the set. Looking to the game itself, though, it looks like we have some pretty early deviations in builds. We had a 9 pool going up for Action and a 12 pool going up for RoRo. So, Action is going to have the faster tech, RoRo is going to have the stronger economy, and it'll be how the players navigate these differences that's going to decide how this game goes.
Yeah, and sorry about the lack of intro there, Image. I just completely forgot. I've been commentating for so long today. Anyways, Image is alongside me here, and we did have Action scouting in the right direction here, and we had RoRo scouting, unfortunately, in the wrong direction. And we do have some links coming out now. It looks like RoRo was looking to take a hatchery there, take his natural expansion, but I don't think that's going to be the case. He might throw it down, but as soon as those links get there, he's going to know that he has to cancel it. I can't quite tell on the minimap if he has yet thrown up that that expansion. He does have lings on the way, so we're gonna have to see. I know he's got a drone sitting out there waiting, and I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure what Action's doing here. I think he might just be waiting for more reinforcements to come in here before he pushes in. These Zerglings for RoRo are pushing out, so actually he might be waiting to swing around the back of those Zerglings. Yeah, that's what he is doing. He's swinging around the backside, waiting for the Zerglings of RoRo to pass him by, and then he's going to go into his main base here. And RoRo, I'm not sure what he's going to be able to do about this. Oh, okay, I guess not. Action is actually swinging around to that third base position there, and then he might just squeeze inside there and go into the natural. Interesting play. I've never seen really this kind of strange movement in lings this early on, but regardless, now he is in the natural and he's going to start picking away at that hatchery. It looks like RoRo's in quite a bit of trouble right now. He's going to have to send some Zerglings back, and more Zerglings are reinforcing here, so it looks like RoRo is in a little bit of trouble early on, might lose that hatchery.
Yeah, and RoRo might also find his ramp blocked by Action Zerglings and unable to get down in time. It does look like that hatchery is going to go down, and those reinforcements are definitely going to seal it. This hatchery is dead, and Action has just taken a huge lead in this game.
Yeah, unfortunate for RoRo at this point. Oh, and a lot of drones are taken off the line. So I think the major thing now is the economic advantage that Action's going to gain. Not to mention he's got a lot of forces on the ground. He's not going to have to worry about much of anything at this point. He's going to be throwing down a Spire soon. He could probably throw down a hatchery as well and take an even stronger economic lead, having picked off the hatchery of RoRo already. So we're going to have to see if RoRo can possibly come back in this. I think a nice Zergling counterattack right now, right when the Spire starts to come up for RoRo, would be also another pretty decent ploy to come out of Action, but that ramp is blocked. We're going to have to see if possibly he can push in with these links, or he just goes for that tech and economic advantage.
I think I'm surprised to see Action committing to this. I'm surprised he's not just trying to contain RoRo at the bottom of his ramp and just wait until he gets his faster Mutalisks out. But it looks like Action is pushing this attack, and he is going to be able to break through with about twice as many Zerglings into the base as RoRo has.
Yeah, really unfortunate. I think what Action is trying to do here is he's just using the advantage in numbers that he had to try to force RoRo to produce more of anything, with more Zerglings rather than drones. I think with those larvae that he has there, especially when that Spire comes up, and it looks like he is attacking that Spire, trying to force it down with 3 Zerglings on the backside, and he's got these other Zerglings creating that arc in between the gas and between the Extractor and the Spire, and it looks like he might be able to take the Spire down. I think if he gets the Spire, it's going to be GG for sure. It's getting close. It's in the red. Oh no, he does save it. So the Spire is going to be up and running. However, like I said, he produced a lot more Zerglings than he wanted to. He wanted to save those larvae probably for drones, and then just save them up for the Mutalisks. So he's going to be set even more behind by that. And 2 Zerglings just kind of waiting in the wings. There we go, going for the drone kills even.
Meanwhile, some Lynx are moving out on the map for RoRo in a counterattack, but it looks like he is kind of dithering around in the middle of the map, not really sure or decided on what he's going to do, and those first Mutalisks are out for Action, and Action might even send them in to just snipe to finish the job on that Spire, but we'll have to see what he is going to be doing with those.
Yeah, and he's just checking around right now, looking for Overlords. Not going to find any at the lower position there, and 2 Zerglings do sneak in. The Mutalisks are going to be able to clean this up, and I think, yeah, with the 4 Mutalisks in the air now, and with RoRo not having a second expansion, I think that he's going to be fairly comfortable. I thought, actually, RoRo would have produced some Scourge with those 2 larvae, but he did go for the Mutalisk option. I think, though, he's just too far behind. You really need to land a couple of Scourge to come back in this. Usually Zerg, when they go into desperation mode, you just want to just pick off as many Mutas with Scourge as you can, and not rely on macro if you're already behind.
With those Mutalisks flying around the lair, if there's Scourge in there, Action might get caught by surprise, but he's also just picked off all of the gas drones, and this is going to really, really put the brakes to RoRo's Mutalisk production. The reinforcements are going to arrive, and that might be enough, but it looks like Action has sent those Mutalisks into retreat, so looks like this game is pretty much over at this point. There are some Zerglings counterattacking in the main of Action, but some forces are on hand to clean that up.
Yeah, the Mutalisks producing back at the base just cleaned those things up, and he doesn't have too many drones mining, but yeah, there's a GG anyways. No drones left for RoRo, so it looks like ESTRO is actually going to take this match. Yeah, so pretty good, pretty interesting matchup there. Really strange. I'm not sure. I still am kind of questioning what he was doing with those early Lings, moving them around like that. But yeah, good game. Anyways, ESTRO does take it down. A little bit unexpected, but good game nonetheless.
Yeah, both of these teams have been playing pretty well lately, and the series on the whole, I think, was kind of a toss-up. It's good to see ESTRO win, especially after their pretty lackluster performance in last year's Pro League.
Yeah, so good to see them in form again. But anyways, I'm going to be moving on to the next series, guys, where I'm going to do, I think, one more series before the night is out, and I'm probably going to take Image along with me for some of that at least. Good doing commentary with you, Image, and we'll move on to the next one. So GG, guys. See you in the next.